The problem with little boys who never grow up, and yet they make themselves families with all sorts of children, is that they never stop their immature play. A boy who is learning to play with a truck learns that he is bigger than that truck and he can push that truck around. We love to give boys, and sometimes girls, play cars. And play cars teach them about the road and how to move a vehicle with their hands, with their minds. And that is exactly how we begin to teach children how to drive. But a man who grows up and doesn't recognize the abuse he can have with his vehicle is a problem. I see this almost every day by simply sitting still in my own preservation of my own health care, and why watch both men and women of all ages, but mainly young people in their 20s to 40s, mainly, driving down the road watching their cell phones, even in a parking lot, driving way too fast through a space. You see, both men and women walk out of those companies and walk right into the street, sometimes without looking, because their expectation is, I'm a pedestrian, I have the right of way. At the same time, we have children that go darting out ahead of their parents without thinking about how to look both ways before they cross the street. But the Mexican man in this Atlantic service truck never stops his abuses of that vehicle. How many motherfucking times do you have to drive in one space to dust the place? I don't buy his misuse of that vehicle. Please go do the whole fucking parking lot in a way that you would mow a lawn. How hard is that? How difficult is it for you to understand how to clean something? I cannot get over how children today, how teenagers today do not understand that if you're cleaning a fucking table, you start at one corner and you wipe very carefully back gently over the spaces you've been, just a little overlap, and you clean the whole fucking table. When I have seen young children do this, when I have seen black teenagers do this, I always compliment them on the proficiency of their business. I am always pleased because every part of a table is a part of our sanitation to eat. In Japan, it is immoral to lean on a table. I learned that the first night I was there. That I was humiliated about. I was told about that afterwards, and I said, oh shit, I ruined that introduction. But Americans do sit on a table. In Japan, they don't do that because they use their tables for everything, even to eat on. In their classrooms, they eat at their tables. And in some schools, they still do that.